They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. But winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, let's go! On. Eagle.
Vic on second down. Throw left side complete to Sharp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 51 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Anderson now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, McNabb escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And they rattle off a big one. 54 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to him on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, you want to talk about a guy that just swarms to the ball defensively. I mean, Javon Kearse, he kind of wrote the book on it.
He certainly did. It's almost like he has those blocks that sprinters use, that he comes out of at the snap of the football, and he just takes off and goes, and that's why he can make those types of plays in the offensive backfield.
Vic with the incompletion there on third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on fourth down. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here's McNabb. This is Johnson. He's got it. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now it's McNabb. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more after this. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Boy, fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the gun, McNabb. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Second down, McNabb. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the gun, here's McNabb. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. McNabb to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. To throw, McNabb. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 2. McNabb. Man open, it's Moss, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jimmy Graham, as time expires in the first half. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw on 2nd, McNabb. He'll rifle this one deep right. They've got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Again, it's Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now McNabb. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Vick. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Kevin Green in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
A 90! A 90!
They will indeed go for it. Vick, he's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
first down throw. McNabb eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got room to run past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He's also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Vick. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a big 30. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And his first pass is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Man open, Rice. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They just get the play off. Now Vic steps away to his left. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
I 20, I 90. Eagle.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's McNabb. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it third down.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. He'll drop to throw. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, McNabb. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So here's Vic following the interception. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. A perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Williams loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this offense about ready to take over again. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
So how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
McNabb. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Vick on second down. That is caught at the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Now a pitch out to Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ricky Williams, a 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Morton Anderson now for the extra point. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. McNabb to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, McNabb escaping the pressure right. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's McNabb. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, McNabb. Flush to his right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, here's McNabb. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Johnson, the intended target. final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be the final play of the half. Vick, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're down here. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. McNabb forced out to his left. Lets this one rip toward Graham. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. And what a big-time play there. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like the blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The pitch to Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. On the toss, here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Vic will look to throw on first down. Ebron's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Michael Vick. But he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Hey, let's go.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, it's Vick. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game. That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Welcome back live to Orlando as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Now McNabb. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Flex round. Flex round.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
to throw, McNabb. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. They were looking for Johnson that time. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
190.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. It's a play fake. Now Vick. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ray Lewis, he's the one to get in this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now back out comes the offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. That goes for a gain of 31. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Michael Vick. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One last shot from Michael Vick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen?
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Vic. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
How about that, taking a deep shot on the first play of the game, obviously wanting to set a tone by pushing the ball downfield, just came up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Throwing again, Vic on second and 10. Throw left side, complete to Moss. That one goes for 24 yards.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. Vic on the sneak, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Hey, let's go. Eagle, eagle.
Now this time they'll throw it with Vic. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ricky Williams scampering home from 19 yards out.
What?
And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score.
This game's fucking retarded anyway. This game's fucked.
Robbie Gold on for the
No,
extra point.
this game needs to get better. What do you mean? You mean you played this game long enough to think this game is an actual good football game?
Gold with the extra point.
This game is called suction football. It ain't like real football. You get sucked into animations. This game sucks, period.
Gold now out.
You know what I mean? People fucking hate this game now because how shitty and how many patches it takes to fix it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, well, maybe you spend enough money to get all the great animations like everybody else. There's people who are like $1,500 to $2,000 into this game, building a MUT team. And look at me, I fucking spent maybe what, $50 tops, and I'm pretty much where they are. Oh yeah, my own guy blocks me. Good shit.
About the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz.
How much money you spent so far?
They end up taking their attention to the blitzers.
Were you $500 deep?
To make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, I bought a few packs. That's about it. I ain't gonna give this game anything else other than that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Weekend and solo battles, right?
To throw on 2nd, McNabb tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. Johnson was the intended receiver. How about
okay,
the big
just
snagging one?
make notes. Just write them down and send it. You don't have to keep showing. Babe, just make the notes of like what the video is or what the like the number, like what video it is.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback
Cheese is good.
Is not just a cover corner.
Just not good in Madden.
Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
2nd down, Vic. Throw left side.
Oh, well.
To Rice. And able to
you know, you figure 99 speed or 97 speed is fast, but it's not. I feel like these fucking players are wearing bricks in their feet.
We just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Ah, well.
Ricky Williams.
I've won so many games in a row, it's bound to happen.
And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
9-0. DDA is bound to fuck me up at some point. No one's blocking, no one's catching, no one's doing nothing.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
And once it happens, I get all the worst animations. That's how I know I might as well just quit. It usually takes about 2 or 3 losses before I get back on track. When Madden goes, okay, you're allowed to win again. Madden treats everyone like they're fucking retards. Like we don't know they're fucking interfering with the game.
Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor.
Figures.
From his linebacker's spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about
That's just the kind of game I have. No block. You know, 9 games, perfect blocking, not 1 fucking sack. No, it's a fucking sack every time I drop back.
Now after the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, McNabb.
Oh yeah, see it? No one blocked. I was watching my line. The guy came clean in, didn't even get touched. Didn't even get touched. I marked him. Didn't even get touched.
Let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying?
That must be nice when fucking DDA is working your way.
That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back.
I can never get it to work for me. I have to actually beat people with fucking like play calls. I can't actually fucking win normally.
brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play.
Sure, why not? Fuck do I care? I lost the game already.
Both sides, no flag.
Madden's already told me I'm an asshole, so why not?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards short. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A 1st down throw coming for Vick. Fighting through pressure, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Javon Curse.
You know, it's funny. You could have got sacked earlier, but the guy just stood there and looked at you. He's like right beside you and then looked at you.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Vick. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep. This is caught inside the field.
Yeah, so you're going to get every catch. You're going to get every perfect block. That's how I know Madden is like throwing a fucking wrench in my game. Can't intercept. Can't get underneath the ball. That's fine.
And he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
That's fine. I think Madden has AIDS. It fucks so many people in this game. It fucks so many people so many times that it has to have AIDS. There's no way Madden doesn't have AIDS, man.
This for field position after the big play. Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Jerry Rice open right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Vick on the sneak, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, you didn't know? They took out the fall forward.
Keep him, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
There's no doubt that 2nd and 1 is a time when teams like to take a big shot downfield and try and pick up a big play. In this case, they're content running just the quarterback sneak and getting exactly what they wanted, a 1st down.
Now you can't fall forward at all anymore.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, not as much. Yep.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Yeah, normally you would have got that as a touchdown.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Vick, 3rd and goal. Got his man. It's
Well, no, I don't know why I can't. I can't intercept high points for whatever reason. I saw it. I just couldn't. I was underneath it. And the other time I was able to jump up and get it.
Extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will
How much did you spend for him?
It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as
How
they
much?
get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already
Damn,
down
where'd you buy the coins for that?
3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard
right, and you get all the
against is
extra
calling
coins.
every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
Do you get that? Does he start fucking waving the crowd when, like lately?
You also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Yeah.
Pressure comes.
I'm passing the ball, but it's just not working.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. As they'll talk things over.
Whatever the reason is, the game won't let me fucking pass the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I might turn into Tyreek Hill. He's like what, 5'4" or something, or 5'1". How small is he?
McNabb to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got some room at the 30. Throw left side complete. It's Moss. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. A good pickup there at 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now McNabb. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll fight
well.
maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
What can you do?
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for
looking for Johnson?
Threw it to you.
It's intercepted.
That wasn't even where I was throwing it.
Off near the 26.
That's the second time this game's done that. I threw it. I was throwing it directly down the middle, and I threw it all the way to the left. I'm like, why are you throwing it there? That was not. Oh well. What can you do? Just fucking watch all the glitchy bullshit happen to you.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. So here's Vic following the interception. Flush to his right. And, he took
What happened to the psychic defender?
What a grab.
Normally, once you
We're going to get a timeout.
do it, but none of my guys.
Remaining in the 2nd quarter.
I guess only one play someone that day. Their team is psychic.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too.
And he'll be ripped up around the waist and pushed down.
What can you do?
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Flex round! Flex round!
Second down, McNabb. Oh, the pressure too great.
Oh, fuck this game. Waste of time. I think I sound like a little fucking retard. I think his whole fucking job is sitting there fucking jerking off while he plays Madden. He's like, fucking moron. Yeah, I got something for you. I'm gonna come screaming at you, bud. That's all I hear from this fucking retard. Those are the kind of retards you just don't want to play. I shouldn't even finish the first quarter once I saw that my team was not doing good against this fucking jerk off. Fuck, why am I playing that? I said this is my last game. I'm out. Oh fuck. I wish I hadn't worked well. Like I fucking want to punch someone in the fucking face who programs Madden. I wish they would actually stop copy and pasting the game and actually like make a game that we can play. Make a game that people can't sit in front of the fucking defender or offensive lineman and glitch out the blocker so the blitzer can come out on the side and just fucking nail them. Like how's this playing? It's not playing, man.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams.
If I see bullshit, I'm out. I can't waste time anymore. I'm out. I'm gonna be out. I'm not gonna play this game anymore. If I keep fucking getting glitching out the fucking game.
That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
And everybody has this fucking Michael Vick, man. It's so annoying. Everyone just they drop back 5,000 yards, fired off 100,000. Like, okay, bro. What the fuck? What kind of game is that? You can drop back 50 yards, look around, throw it into the other side of the end zone. Like, that's not realistic, bro. That doesn't happen in real football. Like, real football doesn't do that. You don't have fucking assholes dropping back 30 or 40, 50 yards to get away from the defender and then firing it off another 100 yards. Like, come on, man. Michael Vick has never been that fucking like amazing. Like, come on. Like, he's a good player, but not nothing like that.
The first carry now for Ricky Williams, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Deion Sanders up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. It's a play fake. Now Vick. They'll roll him out right. And that's incomplete.
Mobility is often a good thing for a quarterback. Rarely do you think it's a bad thing. Getting outside of the pocket often breaks down defenses, but you still have to set and throw. Yeah. I mean, you can't lose your mechanics even though you're outside the pocket.
And there with the pressure coming, that made that extra tough. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action now. Vick dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step.
His halfback took out my blitzer. Like, took him out. I've never seen that before. Usually just, like, they dumb out and they fucking run the other way or just...
This will be down just on the other side of midfield.
I really got to get out of just running the ball, passing. I got to get it back into my other plays. Like,
Good
I don't know.
starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let me guess. He's in the cover 2 blitz to the left.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little game.
Oh, gee, I didn't see that coming. Holy. He's blitzing from the left. Jesus Christ, who saw that coming?
Second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
I have truck specialists, but this fucking asshole never does it. Like, I never ever see this fucking guy, like, ever truck anybody and blow them up. But I know it's happened to me. Bitches be fucking trucking me.
If you give him any type of blocking, always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's McNabb. He's going to fire this thing deep right. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That goes for a
I hope that play gets him out of the fucking... Nope, he's still in the same play.
To the red zone.
Okay.
1st and goal to go. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go.
You know what's really crazy? Is my line right now should destroy this defense. You know what? It won't. Their defense will come fucking raging in. Look at that. I couldn't even get a yard. I couldn't get a yard. The street lineman.
A stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground.
Ah, this game, man.
It just never materialized.
I'm done for the night. I'm done. I'm not playing this game no more. This is it. I'm done. Oh my God. He didn't even block. He looped around my blocker. What is this? What is this? How much money do you got to spend in this game to get that kind of animation? I don't get those kind of animations, man. I'll say it 10,000 more times. I do not get those animations. You just spend money. And EA keeps a track. It keeps track of how much money you spend. If you spent over 500 to 1,000, boom, your account gets programmed for great animations. If you're under $100, they're gonna like, fuck you, we need you to spend more money, we're gonna frustrate you. And that's what's happening. That's how they run their game. I know it. Just know that. That's how they work. That's how they function. Especially the DVA they have their programs in here. And all the algorithms and all that. Yeah, they're definitely trying to fuck everybody over.
Ready to take over again and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity.
Can I get back into my menu? Like, what the fuck, man?
Your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Moss. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice game.
Okay, we're not going to give him that much time again.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Vic goes play action. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he'll take
Yeah, why
it
does my
down
battery
shy
keep
of the
dying?
45
What the
at
fuck?
46. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's the first time we get a look at the 2011 Hall of Fame inductee and 3-time Super Bowl champ Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, he won 2 Super Bowl titles with Denver and a 3rd with Baltimore. That's pretty good investment on a 7th-round pick. Also tells you we didn't evaluate him very well coming out of college, didn't we?
And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. On play action, Vick. That's complete to Sharp. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Buying time to his left. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how it can hurt you. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams. 2 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side. Go for that pylon. Get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
This weekend league starting to become a waste of time.
Off it goes.
The thing is, like, I have like this. There's this like number 10 to 12. Between 10 and 12 is what EA will allow me to win. Don't matter. It's completely. It's completely. What do you call it? It's completely legitimate. Every single weekend it happens.
That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Really, time in this game is never on my side either.
2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Time is never. I'm either running out of time to run the next play if I see something I can take advantage of, or it just fucking like that's it. It just ticks down too fast. I gotta fucking burn a timeout. It's pretty crazy, man.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And
he's manning up people.
Down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw, McNabb.
Yeah, of course. All right, I'm out of here.
Picked off at the 38. And now look at him go.
I'm out of here.